Hi everybody, this is Jake, your resident content cowboy here, and today I wanted to talk to you about a game I'm obsessed with. So obsessed that it is right here on this other monitor, and I really want to play it instead of making this video, and that game is Loop Hero. Loop Hero is so good, and I'm going to try to break down why I think it's good, and I'm going to try to convince you to play Loop Hero, but more importantly, I'm going to finish this video so I can play more Loop Hero. And yes, of course, like, comment, subscribe. It means a lot. The best way you can support me is doing that. More people get to see my videos. Thank you to everyone that does it. I really appreciate it. Let's get into this loop. Loop Hero is an endless RPG style game. That's how they talk about it. To me, it feels like a combination of it's a roguelite game, it's a deck builder, it's an auto battler, it's a lot of things all rolled into one that is just perfect. It's one of those games where you just need to do one more round. You just need to do one more loop. You just need to do one more expedition. And I think that's one of the things that Loop Hero does so well that makes it so good. It gives you just enough progression and you can see the next level you can get to, and you know it's not that far out of reach. They say, who am I talking about? Somebody says this. They say that one of the things that keeps people involved in building a skill is that you're not crushing it right away, but you're also not getting crushed right away. You're noticing that you can incrementally get better as you go. You can see the next mountaintop and you know that you can get there if you just play a little bit more and work a little bit harder at it. And this game has that in spades. I don't even know what that means. I used to play poker. What does it even mean, having something in spades? Having something in spades is an idiom, and it means someone has a very large amount of something. And it comes from the game of bridge, where spades is the highest suit. We learned something. So in Loop Hero, you start out with kind of a blank world, like this. And as you progress, you add more and more pieces to the world using cards, and you populate it with more enemies to fight, more ways to gain resources that contribute to a meta game. And the further and further you go, your map that started out almost blank starts to look like this. Encounters that just used to be one slime are now full of 4 goblins and a fire worm and a vampire, and you're somehow progressing far enough, getting better and better gear throughout your run to actually deal with it as you go. This game does something really well. It uses the concept of a roguelike game to help its storytelling, very much like Hades did recently, where you understand why you are doing the loops. You get why the world is not populated with anything, and it's almost story-wise that your memories are triggering things to return to this world, and hopefully you can find out what happened to it and why everything was ripped away. It's such a smart storytelling device, and gameplay-wise, it makes total sense. The way you progress in the game, essentially the loops, every time you're going through a new run, you start to figure out how things work. And just when you're about to do something new, you're like, this run's over. Then, boom, here you are, you're on a new run. And you go, wait, what was that thing I was looking at? Oh yeah, that skateboard. Has that skateboard always been here? What is the deal with this skateboard? How does it work? Oh, dang it, this run's over. Okay, new run, skateboard, got it. What do I do with it? Have these glowing sticks always been here? Do they interact with the skateboard? Oh wait, there's a new thing. Maybe if I can, this run's over. And then you're on the next run and you're like, okay, I get it. Skateboard, I get the glowing sticks. I pair that with this little remote and then boom, surprise. Something happened. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah, I worked pretty hard on making all that confetti, so. And then just when you think you've figured everything out, you get a new class. You're a rogue now. What's going on? Hey, I already know how that skateboard works. Whoa, another surprise. More confetti. I think another aspect of the game that works so well is it feels a little random, but not too random. You don't know what cards you're going to get, and you don't know exactly what your units are going to do in battle. It's an auto battler, so there is a little bit of luck involved. It almost has like a bit of a gambling vibe, like, oh, I hope my unit counters enough times, or I hope I get enough critical hits to win this big fight I have coming up. And then the more you play, the more it doesn't feel like you're gambling. You understand the mechanics of it, and you just need to build your character in a certain way to deal with most of these enemies. I just got like 3 new cards basically, and I have so many thoughts in my head of how they can combine and work with the world. It's just so good. I love Loop Hero. I really love it. It's out for PC and Mac. I'm sure it's coming to everything else. They sold like 600,000 copies of this game, and they totally deserve it. And this is just such an awesome place we're in gaming right now, because this is how an indie dev can get away with making a super solid game. It's not about the graphics of it. You can actually have a game that's as deep as a AAA game, gameplay-wise and depth and length, just using these mechanics and just seeing you get a little further and a little further, just climbing that next mountain, just getting to that next thing, just seeing how these next cards combine. It's so good. It's so good. But there you go, Loop Hero. I really, really love it. I think you should play it. If you're playing it right now, let me know in the comments what your favorite class is. Mine is the necromancer. I think it's so, so fun. There we go. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I'll see you next time. Mwah! That's less confetti than I was hoping for.